Hello amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about Chivas again. Another Chivas game, another Chivas loss. This time at home against Cruz Azul, which is bitterly disappointing. I hate Cruz Azul. I have done since they signed Chiquete, and to lose against them is embarrassing and humiliating, as is all the other losses that we've taken this year. Pretty much Ligia hopes is for my Ligia hopes now is dashed now, it's gone. I don't think we deserve Ligia. If we lose against Cruz Azul, I think we don't deserve Ligia. 2-1 in the end was the scoreline. It could have been more, to be honest with you. We should have had a penalty. We should have had scored some more goals. They could have had another goal. They got disallowed. But again, the first 5 minutes we concede. We're doing that all the time now. It's extremely irritating. Why don't you just give them the goal before kicking off? At this point, it's really, really annoying. It's been a whole day and I'm still pissed off about it. Yeah, conceding, always on the back foot, always trying to get the fight back. We managed to do it against Cholos. Asked too much of ourselves to try and do it against Cruz Azul. Campillo scored a really, really good goal. Fair play to him. All of our new signings really are doing brilliantly. They're our best players right now. Efrain, Ledesma, and Campillo. I think Gonzalo's has been a bit quiet this season, but still solid enough, to be honest. Our strike force is just impotent at the moment. They just can't score in the bottle at the moment. It's ridiculous. I angrily tweeted out yesterday like we should just sack every player that's above 25 and bring a couple more of the Tapatio players in, and just go with our youth. And if we're not going to win anything, if we're going to be fighting for Ligia year in year out, then we might as well just give the really good players that we have in our youth system minutes in the senior team, develop them, and then sell them on to Europe or whatever. Because that's pretty much the best we can hope for at the moment. Um, no one seems to want to score a goal. Efrain tried his best, came really close a couple of times. Just disappointing. And we can talk about the referees and the officiating and the weird officiating with Chivas this season. It's hugely suspicious, and people say, "Well, Chivas fan blaming the rest is typical." Well, okay, cool, but I have actual reason for it. You're watching your team. We should have had a penalty in this game, and it would have been a penalty if it'd been any other team. If he'd been against any other team, if he'd been for any other team, they would have got that. America got a soft ass pen every single game, apart from the game this weekend. They get so many soft ass pens, and it's like, well, cool, that's a penalty, but you're not going to give it. And the fact that VAR was like, actually, ref, we're not allowed to give any penalties to Chivas, by the way. So, no, I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's hugely disappointing and suspicious at this point. Just the amount of screwed. I mean, we can talk about the rest. You can blame the rest if you want, but we have to blame ourselves as well. Like, we're just not good at scoring goals at the moment. Hormiga likes to score goals in the last 5 minutes of every game. Couldn't do it this game, obviously, but I thought he would. I don't know what the option. I don't know what the answer is, to be honest with you. I don't want Milito to be sacked. I think overall, I think his first 11s are pretty decent, especially now that Polito's not playing. Why bring Chicharito on? That's the one thing I have against Milito. Why bring him on? You might as well just take a player off and not have anyone else come on. He's going to do absolutely nothing. We need to just cut some of these players loose now. It's enough is enough. I love Chicharito, I do. He's a historic figure for Mexican football and Chivas. But he's done. It's finished now. I think we're just beating a dead horse a little bit too much now. The same, Kone Brizuela doesn't come on now. He plays for the under-23s, which is fair enough. He gets minutes. He gets to play football. He gets paid by the club, and everyone's happy. And we don't play him in the first team. He's not taking up a right back spot for someone else. I don't know what the option is, to be honest with you, at this point. I feel like anything I say now, everything I've said in this video is, I've already said it a million times. What else do you say? What else is the answer? I think there's some players that we shouldn't be playing anymore and having in the club anymore. Not because I don't like them, it's because they're not helping us anymore. Piojo scored a golazo against Cholos and has done absolutely nothing else in this entire season so far. Polito's done nothing. KCal, some people like KCal. I don't hate KCal. I think he's a decent player, but I'd rather have Yael. Yael's, Padilla's part of the youth system. Play him there. Why not bring him on um, instead? And we can get a decent price for KCal as well. I mean, Europeans, for some reason, Europeans are snapping up American players like goldmine at the moment for some reason. No, I don't want to be too negative. I'm not going to rant too much about it. It is a bitter loss. Part of it is because I just don't like Cruz Azul. Chiquete is no closer to Europe than he was when he was with us, which is quite funny. Um, and Cruz Azul are always there to be got at. They're always the banter club. They're always the club that you want to be beating, that you should be beating. To lose against them is just stupid, and to draw against them as well. I wouldn't even been happy with a draw against these lot, to be honest with you. Massively overrated club, in my opinion. But some people are going to have different opinions, and that's fine. But that's just mine. Yeah, it's just funny that he left us to go to Europe, and he's not going to Europe. He's not leaving them for a long, long time. Yeah, it is what it is. You think Cholos, Cruz, the games that you should be winning, Juarez, all these teams that you should be winning. But now we're going to go into the difficult part of the season with America next, which is always fun. I love playing Club America. It's nothing quite like a beat every single time you face the team. And then we've got Tigres after that, which is also fun. They're doing really well now. They've got Angel Correa. It's funny what a really good European player can do to a Mexican club. And yeah, now we've got Toluca after that, who are doing brilliantly as well. So fantastic. I mean, it would be such a Chivas thing to do to win one of those games. To be honest with you, I don't think we will. I think we're looking at 3 losses, especially the American game. The American game's the away game. The other 2 are home. We used to have a really good home record. For a little while there, a year or so ago, we did really well at home. You have to really play well to beat us at home. Now we're losing to Cruz Azul at home, so you think we could lose against Toluca or Tigres at home? Of course we could. I don't know. Being a Chivas fan is a lesson in humiliation at this point. I don't really like it, but it is what it is. We've got a really good squad of players. We've got a really good coach. It's just something's not clicking at the moment. Not sure what it is. He's rotated the team loads of times. Pluto plays, Omega plays, Tierra Wilka plays. None of them seem to be doing well. Omega, I think, has got the most goals, I think, out of everyone this season so far, which is crazy. So it's not like he's not trying, which is fine, but still feel like he doesn't know what his best first 11 is, which is quite scary, to be honest with you. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm not going to rant too much more. It's a bitter loss. We've got 3 massive games coming up. I don't have that much hope for any of them, to be honest with you. Let me know what you think the answer is. What do you think the problem is? Do you blame Milito? I don't, to be honest with you. I think Milito's a good coach. He's just not clicking. He's not getting the best out of these players at the moment for whatever reason. And I think the players are good. Most of the team is pretty decent. I would not play Polito anymore. I would not play KCal anymore. I wouldn't even play Piojo anymore. I would play Hugo Cambreros if he's not going to Europe, which obviously evidently he's not. Play him more. Start him. He was our best player last season. Somebody needs to tell Milito, hey look, this kid is brilliant, by the way, and he was playing most of the games last season, and he is our best player. In a terrible season last season, he was our best player. Play him, please. Stop playing Piojo because he's doing nothing at the moment. Piojo's just I feel like Piojo knows he has a nailed on spot in the team. You're not going to replace me. You're not going to rotate someone else. I'm going to play next game, so I'm just going to jog around this game and have a couple of shots and do nothing else because I know that you're not going to replace me. Replace him. Play Hugo there, play Padilla there, play someone else there. Just do something else, please, because Piero's not doing brilliantly at the moment. He scored a really, really good goal, cool, brilliant, and obviously it did help us fight back a point against Cholos. But that's not enough. So many games now he's been an absolute ghost, and it's starting to really get on my nerves. And defensively as well, I think our centre-backs is our weakest spot at the moment. Tiba's not there anymore. You can talk about the other defenders if you want. Most of them are new players, but our centre backs for me leave Taylor exposed so much. Taylor is not he's not a miracle worker. Is he having a great season? No. Has he made mistakes this season? Yes, but he's not a miracle worker. He needs a solid defensive line in front of him, and he hasn't got that at the moment. So yeah, we've got really good wing backs and no good centre backs at the moment. So, and who do we buy? I mean, Cesar Montes maybe. You know, do we get Vasquez in 2 or 3 years time when when it's too late? I don't know. I don't know what centre backs are out there, to be honest with you. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think of the answer is, and we'll have a conversation about it in the comments. So yeah, awesome. Have a good week, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys for the America game. So that should be fun. Something to look forward to, eh? So anyway, thanks guys for watching. See you guys very soon. Adios.